Okay, you know the core, that buzzword we've all been throwing around in the fitness arena? Well, we're going to warm up your core right now. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. Yasmina's going to get down into a plank position with both forearms on top of the plate. You want to make sure your arms are very firm to the plate when you do this one. Here we go. Get you ready. Time's up. 30 seconds down there. You want to make sure when you're doing the plank, specifically you're tightened through the abdominals. You want your hips tucked tight, your buns are locked, and your forearms are firm to the top of the plate. Now to make it just a little bit harder, I'm going to have you alternate one leg at a time, lifting just a teeny bit off the ground. Good. And then alternate. So just a little lift, squeezing your butt and lifting that leg makes you have to recruit more muscles from your core to warm you up a little bit faster. If you're more advanced, this is the one you want to go with to get a quicker result. How's that feel?
Hard.
Good. Excellent. Now we're going to do the same thing in reverse. We're going to put your feet up on top of the plate, then you're going to go into a plank position on the floor. Now this is going to warm you more through the hip flexors and through the lower part of your abdominals, where we just did a little bit more in the upper part. You ready to rock?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. But the same thing, you want to make sure that you're tucked tight through the hips, your abs are very tight, and you're breathing. And your forearms, even though you're not on the plate, I still want them to be nice and even to the floor so you're not putting too much pressure into your elbow. This is about warming up your body, not wearing out your joints, okay? Now again, I want you just to do a little tippy toe, alternating on top. Good, and right back down. And right back down again. Just a couple more. As you lift that up, you can see this leg up, this puts a lot more into that front leg, which is going to make you warm up those hip flexors and lower abs faster. Okay, we're going to go right to the sit-up on top. You're going to be doing the plate crunch. So for the plate crunch, you're going to have your buns on top here. You're going to wrap the legs tightly with your inner thighs. Good, and you can go back a little bit with your hands behind your shoulders. Now this is a tough one. If you just want to hold this one position, that's fine with me, but if you feel like you got the strength, I want you to go down a little bit, come up a little bit, and go back down a little bit. Look at Yasmin, is very strong. Look at all the control through her waistline. You also want to squeeze tightly through the thighs. When you're doing that, you're actually working those little integral muscles very tight near your groin, which is very important to warm up, especially if you're an athlete, because you don't want to get any tears, any pulls that takes you out of the game. Good. You're breathing in as you go down, exhale as you come up. Looking great. It's about to count you down like it always does. You got 3 seconds. That means you're almost there. Awesome. What we're going to do now is a scissor side plank. So you're going to come down on your forearm. You're going to have your feet split apart. Excellent. Your body's nice and long. Let me just get you one straight line here. Good. Feel in position?
Yeah.
Yeah? Take that arm straight up toward the sky for me. Excellent. Now, in this position, just holding this position is very hard for your core and warms you up. But if you're a little more advanced, like Yasmina is, I'm going to have you drop your hip down towards the ground and then lift it toward the ceiling. Keep going there for me, all the way down, and then come all the way up and touch my hand, pushing through. Excellent. And you really feel that's going to help you build that six-pack as well as warm up your core at the same time. Feeling good?
Feel great.
You only have 6 more seconds left. Keeping this hand nice and tall, keeping the body very long. And that's halfway done through this one. We're going to do both sides. Anything that you do on one side that's a single arm, you've got to do on the other side. You don't want to avoid it. You want to keep your body symmetry as best you can. Okay. Yes. You tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Excellent. Now, same thing. She's nice and elongated through the body. Let the waistline come down towards the ground and lift all the way up. As you're lifting up is when you want to exhale, so you get much more of a contraction through that waistline. You want to get all the air out. Otherwise, you've got a built-in airbag that kind of gets in the way of that contraction. You want to get as much contracting in those little parts of the muscles that you can in the core. That way you're very warm, much faster. Good. 6 seconds left. We're almost there. We've got one more exercise for you. Looking good. You're going to get back on top. You're going to go sideways here, and we're going to do the bicycle reach. Now the bicycle reach is another one of those kind of advanced exercises. If you want to just stay in one position, you can show them the position in a stationary form. That's hard enough on its own, but you are going to do the full-on movement, where you're going to be alternating legs, reaching towards the opposite leg at the same time, keeping your shoulders and chest up. Look at that. Yasmina's not even breaking a sweat. Fantastic. And again, this is an excellent exercise to warm up your core, but if you're not an athlete and you've never done this before, you can just hold it in that position until you feel that you've got the confidence to add the movement to it. The movement's going to incorporate a lot more of your core, warming you up even much more thoroughly. We're almost there. And let's count it down. Awesome. Come on up. Now that's a quick core workout warm-up. How do you feel?
Feel great.
Warm?
Feel very warm.
All right, she's ready to rock.